Hey guys, Laz here, and today we got another figure review, and the one I've been telling you all about. Elita-One Power of the Primes version. It is a Voyager class. I'm not sure if I want to consider it a Voyager class considering the size of it. Packaging window. Let me turn around. It's just Power of the Primes. To get all this other stuff in here. I have no idea because I don't know the series. All type of Transformers. And the back, the obligatory things and stuff right there. She comes with little pieces, little accessories. That's what these ones are. She comes with a little Enigma core thing. I have no idea what this relates to. I'm not that caught up. The last animated Transformers I saw was Cybertron. So yeah, no Galaxy Force. Don't mind the noise, something just happened. Here we go. Alright. And yeah. There's a picture of her in this one. There you go. But I don't think you guys really care about the box. Here's the actual figure right there. And she's on a Godzilla stand because that's the only Tamashi stand I have. There you go. Now, first thing you might be wondering. Hold on, let me just get this up real fast. Alright, no, it's too tall. Yes, my desk is a bit of a mess, unfortunately. It's gonna do it for now. Alright. Now, if you're noticing something immediately, there's a hole right there, and that is because I want to have this thing on the stand in flight mode like this. So don't worry too much about that, but here's the figure itself in its jet mode. For a Voyager class, it's pretty small. You get the little typical robot junk on the bottom, but then again it's trying to become a sleek fighter jet, so not much you can do. You know, it's pretty neat. So let me just take this off the stand if I can. Hold on. Alright. And yeah, there we go. Got it. Alright. Tamashi Axe stands, like this one from Godzilla, can work for flight mode. And there we go. We just tap that back in. And then what we can do is slide it back in like this. Okay. I'm gonna pause real fast. And there you go. There you go. There she is in jet mode without the stand. It slide pretty well. It's kind of uneven due to all the robot junk that's under. She's got two of her accessories already plugged in, and they're right here. That's where the instructions tell you to plug it in, but you can honestly get away with putting them on the wings like this, because they are pegs naturally. There we go. So you can get on there like the wings. But some people don't prefer to do that. Tells you to put on the shoulders, but I don't care too much. Well, let's take a look at one of the pistols because they're the same. Not much in terms of paint detail. They're just red plastic. But hey, you can get some pretend play with that. And much like how they can peg onto her shoulders and wings, these also can peg into her hands. Her other accessories, I assume this has something to do with the whole Power of the Primes gimmick. To where these look like feet, but when you put it on her, when not combined with other figures, you use this tab to put on her shoulder. So there's that. And something about a quart. I honestly don't know what this is. Let me show you just what I'm used to when it comes to Transformers. I'm used to something like this. This Cyber Planet Key, or the Force Chip if you're for Japan. Well, enough about that. Let's actually transform this figure. It's easy. I'll say this now. It's easier to get her out of jet mode than into jet mode. So that's why I'm starting the review in her jet mode, and things are already untabbing right there. You know what? That makes it easier. Let's just... So there's gonna be there's gonna be a tab right there. Right here and on our arm, so when there should be locked together like this when in jet mode. I don't like how it is on this one. They tend to pop out, so we're just gonna do that. Pop it out, move the ratchet shoulder out of the way, do it same thing for the other side, and there you go. Arms are out. That looks kind of funky. Alright, you want to put the landing gear down, and you want to take this whole piece right there, flip these down. So that's going to be for robot mode. Like, yeah. Then you want to tab them into here. There's little pegs right here. There you go. That's part of it right there. Just turn our head around. Yep. On a ball joint, that's nice. And then we want, I partially showed you earlier, you want to do this with her legs. Put this back. You want to do that with her legs. Now with her legs, what you want to do is conjoin them together like this. They're going to snap a bit. And then you want to take your feet. And like so. These are my least favorite parts just because of how poorly engineered they kind of are. And then you want to separate a little tab that is right there, like so. And then there's little flaps right here that you can that you can plug into her knee. At least the side of it. And then I haven't found anything in the instructions that says about these, but I just close them up like that. And then finally, what you want to do is you're gonna pull this out, and it pulls it away from another peg, and you want to turn this whole thing. Okay, maybe the other way, because it's not easy to get out. I'm not gonna show how it looks like in combined form because I don't have the other figures to go with it in combined form. And then it's supposed to go like that. The wings, from what I've read in the instructions, are supposed to be more so like this. Let me just tilt up the camera. Are supposed to be like that. The wings are bad. What I do, just for the sake of cosmetic purposes, because it looks better to me when you fold the little parts of the wings like that. There you go. And there's Elita-One in her robot mode. I never said her name. I'm bad. Alright. Now, to show you where the stand plugs in, it's a little awkward, so we're going to have to do this real fast. Kind of spread her a bit. And there's a peg hole right here that you want to put the stand on. So you can literally just do it like this, and there you go. Just plug it in. It holds it pretty securely. Strain this out a bit, and then there you go. You can put her into a dynamic flying pose. There you go. Let me just tilt up. There you go. But yeah, you can get her into a sort of flight pose in robot mode. It works better just because the peg's right there. You can do all the sorts of things where you take advantage of her articulation and all that. And yeah. So something I forgot to do is show a sense of scale of size, because she is considered a Voyager class. I'm not going to put these on. She is considered a Voyager class. And I put that in quotes because I don't agree with the modern sizing of Voyager class. Let me show you what I think when I hear Voyager class. But first, before all that, some sticker detail. Yes, these are all stickers on top. And some painted stuff like E1 for Elita. Elita CNE Autobot. It's having a hard time focus. Much more here. And another one for Elita-One. There's a glare to it, I'm sorry. Let me show you what I mean when I hear Voyager class. When I hear Voyager class, I first think of Scattershot or Batguild from Transformers Cybertron. This is a Voyager class I'm going to show you in height. I don't personally agree with this because when I scaled her earlier, she is more of a deluxe class. Let me show you two deluxe class figures I have on me right now. Cybertron Downshift, car mode, and Cybertron Hotshot in car mode. Now we can resume back to robot mode. Okay, now we got Elita in the robot mode. And yeah, let's just show off a bit of the detail she's got in robot mode. With arm detail here. We've got the obvious jet body up here. If I flip these up, there's the Autobot symbols and the wings. And then more details here onto her legs. She's using the thrusters as heels, and there's the actual feet. And yeah, it's a simple deluxe, or I call it deluxe, but it says Voyager class Transformers figure. And now, before we get into articulation, accessories. Let's go back to that. So, with the pistols that she comes with, you can put them on her arms, or on her shoulders, like this. Because that's what it shows in the box, at least. There's that, but if I'm going to have them pose, she's going to be holding them, which are just pegged into her hands. Her hands are fixed molds, so they should hold them easily. Now, what we do with the core, according to this, you want to put in here. So you're going to pry this thing open. I'm going to move these out of the way. You want to pry it open. Okay. There we go. I had a hard time doing it. This thing's a pain to get out of there, so once I put it, it's just going to stay in there. It should be like that. There you go. Make sure it's tight, pegged in. Close it up like that. And then for the shoulders in question, what you want to do, put these away first. What you want to do is take that white tab I showed you earlier, like that, and then just plug it onto her shoulders. There you go. Then you want to do something like that. It gives her kind of shoulder pads to work with. These look horrendously ugly, but I get the function, and it's pretty neat. Now, these are cool and all. Let's show articulation that isn't transformation based. So starting off, the head is on a ball joint. As far as I can tell, it's on a pretty neat ball joint. So you can have her do a full 360, look up that far, look down about that far, get a bit more with this, but that's part of the combination thing, which I will not show, just because I don't have it. But you can have her look down like that, and there you go. She has no waist movement as far as I can tell, because in the combined mode there is a second head in there for the combined mode. Now moving to the arms, it can go a full 360. It can. It's on a nice ratchet, so you can hear that. The arm is on a swivel, so you get to do a full 360. Then the elbow can bend about 90 degrees, just either right or a bit under. Up to you. Her wrists don't have any movement at all. That's because of the nature of the part itself in combined mode. Same thing on the other side, so I only need to show one. And then on the legs, you can count this as like a foot tiltage, but it goes pretty far up for transformation purposes, so I wouldn't count it. But she can do a nice split, a nice leg spread like that. Another thing she can do is twist her thigh a full 360 degrees, or yeah, there you go. Just gonna move that a bit. And then the knees with these white panels right here sticking onto them via a peg, she can bend them to about above 90. And she can bend them forward a little bit, kind of awkward. And yeah, she does not offer much for articulation, and that's partly the reason why I don't consider her a Voyager. Yeah. Now onto size comparison. Here is Deluxe Class Downshift, and here is a Deluxe Class Hotshot. She's only a tad bit bigger than them. You know, there's that. Here is Voyager Scattershot. About almost the same size. Almost. But this guy's a lot more bulkier for what he is. Of course, he's got more play features to work with. This one's kind of loose, but oh well. But yeah, he's got more features to work with, and overall, there you go. Now, just for fun, I'll be right back. Just as a neat little size comparison, here's something that is not Transformers related, that looks like it would be, but for not the obvious skeletonized body. But this is what at least I think is a leader class scale figure. If he doesn't fall. There you go. I don't have a name for him, but that's what it looks like. Optimus Prime in super mode is about, at least the Cybertron Optimus is in super mode is about, about his height in comparison. So he is almost like about 8 or 9 inches tall. 10 inches tall is Cybertron Optimus of super mode. He's also 8 to 9 inches without super mode. There you go. Do I agree with the scale? Not really. Because when I think Voyager, because she looks too flimsy, Scattershot looks like he could put up a fight with this guy. Even though he's not real. He's not a just a bunch of Lego parts together. But, yeah. Yeah, there's not much else to it, honestly. So let me just move him out of the way. Let me move this Lego monstrosity out of the way. Set him down so he doesn't drop. And, yeah. Okay, just for a bit of fun, decided to pose these two together. Because why not? And, yeah, he's considerably larger and a bit more posable than Elita is. But he can't transform. I just gave him the illusion that he can possibly transform into something. But, yeah. I just want to show these off because it looks pretty cool. I'm not going to do a review of him because he's self-explanatory. He's just a Lego creation I just came up with in like a day. Yeah. That's all there is to it. There's not much else for either them or Elita-One. But I could possibly give a little bit of a sneak peek of who I could possibly review next. There's one. And there's two. I could do either one of these two. It's pretty fun. I've had these guys for a while now and they're doing pretty well for me. But yeah, I could do a review on either one of those. Maybe I might ask for a suggestion. I don't know. Again, don't expect that to happen. It's a maybe. But yeah. Okay, now, this is where the video will actually end this time. Nothing too crazy. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care and have a wonderful day.